This man possesses a powerful skill. As long as he continues farming, he will harvest a woman every day. And with each new woman he harvests, Jack has no choice but to keep farming. But the more he farms, the more women appear. There was even a time when Jack harvested 7 women at once. The reason Jack is farming in this alternate world is due to a mistake made by the gods. When he first reincarnated, he was wrongfully accused and suffered greatly. To make up for the mistake, the gods decided to grant Jack one wish. Jack, however, didn't wish for wealth or power. He simply wanted to spend his life farming. Without any hesitation, the gods granted his request. Not only did they give Jack a body immune to all poisons, but they also granted him the ability to summon any farming tools. Just when the gods thought everything would go smoothly, an accident occurred. The gods, by mistake, had chosen the most terrifying forest in the alternate world as Jack's landing spot. However, Jack was completely unaware of this. His only thought was farming. Jack then tried summoning farming tools, and in the next moment, a hoe appeared in his hands. After using it a few times, Jack realized that farming was incredibly easy with his tools. He then explored a little and came across a massive tree. With the large tree as a landmark, Jack wouldn't get lost. He set up camp near the tree, cleared a small patch of land around it, and decided to solve his water problem next. With the tools at his disposal, digging a well became a piece of cake. As Jack was thinking about what to eat next, a rabbit, bigger than him and covered in sharp fangs, suddenly lunged at him. Jack instinctively struck it with his hoe. After trying rabbit meat, he found it distasteful and decided he needed something better. Jack decided to cultivate the land, but after clearing the field, he realized he had no seeds. He planned to go into the forest the next day to find some. However, when he woke up the next day, something magical happened. Where he had plowed the field the previous day, new shoots had appeared. Thanks to the enhancements from his farming tools, Jack dug more trenches around the field, adding fences to keep the beasts out. Just as his basic living needs were met, Jack noticed 2 black wolves outside the fence. Upon observing them, he realized they didn't pose any threat. In fact, one of the female wolves was pregnant. Jack decided to temporarily take them in. That very night, the female wolf gave birth to 4 pups. In the following days, the wolves seemed to treat his camp as their new home. As time passed, the crops began to flower and bear fruit. While Jack's food problems were solved, the cold winter was fast approaching, and warmth became his biggest concern. Although he had hunted some animal hides before, they smelled awful. At this point, a black wolf introduced Jack to a new friend, a huge spider that lived on the giant tree. The spider had amazing weaving abilities. Since the spider liked to eat the potatoes Jack had planted, it decided to take care of Jack's winter needs for free. Not only did this solve Jack's winter problems, but from now on, he wouldn't have to worry about fabric or cloth ever again. Jack named the spider John. Soon, winter passed, and spring arrived. The 4 wolves grew up and ventured into the forest. A few days later, they returned, each with a mate in tow. What surprised Jack even more was that John, the spider, also gave birth to offspring. As a result, Jack's small farm began to become quite lively. However, just as Jack was planning to expand his farm, John, the spider, suddenly set off an alarm.